In this video, we're going to show you how to screen a large section of a patio. We've already installed the frame, and now we're going to show you how to put the screen in using spline. So we bought 100 feet of the spline from Home Depot. That's what it looks like. It's black, and it's kind of beveled, and that's the company. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your screen, and you're going to get it right on the edge, and take a look at it. You can see how it's kind of oblong. And you've got to slide it into the channel, and you start at that end there, and you'll notice that the screen is red on that one side, so that's the exterior part of the screen, or the bottom or the top. And then you see how it pushes in that channel, and it kind of locks the screen in so it can't come out. And that's how the screen stays attached to the frame. And you take your roller and you just kind of roll it up that top edge of that spline, and it pushes it in. Now if you don't have it all the way in, it'll pop out. So you got to make sure that you get it all the way down there, nice and tight. And then if you pull on it, you'll see that it's really secure. First, you got to make sure you get it in there. And if you pull on it, look, see, it won't come out. But if you go on the other side of it and you pull the other side, it'll pop right out. And that's why you want to leave it some extra on there, so that if you have to adjust it and tighten the screen when you're installing it, you can pull it out and then reinsert it. So that's kind of important, and that gives you that ability to adjust it. So you want to make sure that you have about an inch that kind of overlaps on the outside, so that you have that capability later if you need to make some types of adjustments on the screen once you're installing it. And we're going to show you that. But anyway, this is how the spline goes in there. Kind of goes in on an angle, and that's what locks the screen down into that channel. So you see how that's designed there, and that's how the roller works on it. You just push it right on that very top edge of the spline and move it down. So once you got your screen in there and it's nice and secure, and you've got that extra inch, you got to cut it off. So the way you do it is you've got to get your utility knife right inside that channel on top of the spline. You don't want to cut the spline, and then you just slide it all the way down there. Make sure you got a nice, really sharp utility knife. All right, I think we're ready to go ahead and try to do some screening. Let's put some in. All right, so once you've got all your frame in, what you got to do is you got to measure out the distance that you need to make for the screen, and you got to cut it. And you want to leave yourself a couple inches on either side so that you have some left over that you can trim. You need that margin of error just in case. We're going to start with the very middle, and we're going to put it right up there at the very top first, and then we're going to work our way down to the bottom. All right, so you want to roll it all the way to the corner, and you're probably going to have a little bit extra on your spline. So it's always best to use a pair of scissors instead of a utility knife, because you don't want to accidentally slice your screen. And utility knives are extremely sharp, and the scissors make a better tool for cutting the very end off. And you got to do that on both sides. Of course, you can see how I've got a lot of extra spline on this side, so we just got to cut that. And we got our first top put in, and the top's most important. You put the top in on the very top frame, and then you pull it down to the bottom, and you're going to try to make it pretty good and taut on the bottom. And once you do that, you can do your sides. So now we've got the screen in the track on the top. It's holding it in there. Now we can get down to the bottom and put the bottom in next. All right, so the first thing you want to do is get your spline out, and you want to make sure that you've got about an inch more on either side, so that you definitely have enough to fill the groove all the way across, and then you can trim the excess. And we're going to start right in the middle. And we have a screw that demarcates the exact middle of that track on the bottom, and we're going to get it started there, and then we're going to work our way to the right, and then we're going to work our way to the left with it, and slowly push it in there. And as we're doing that, we're trying to make the screen nice and taut. Now remember, the top's already in, so we can pull it down. If we have any ripples in it, we can always come back, pull it out, and then reinsert it. All right, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit, about 2 times as fast. But you can see we're slowly working our way over. And as you do it, you're kind of pulling down with your one hand as you push it in with the roller with the other. It shows, you can see there's a little bit of waviness in it, but I think we're going to tighten that up when we pull it to the side. And if we have to, we can always come back and tighten it up or adjust it. So now we're going to pull it down. We're going to work our way to the left now and work our way all the way across. All right, so here I'm going to speed it up about 4 times as fast, and so that you can see what we're doing in a little bit faster motion and you guys won't get so bored. But as we get over to the corner, we're tightening it, pulling it down, and trying to get all of the waviness out of it so it's nice and taut. Bam, done. And then we just cut off the edges, push it in. Same thing. You can see there's a little bit of wave in it. All right, so next we're going to move to the right side. We're going to push the spline in and do the exact same thing. We start at the top, and as we go down, we're going to work that spline into that groove and try to keep a nice taut feel on it. Now remember, we still have another side to do, so that's where we're going to try to get that that nice taut feeling in there. And so we may have to pull it out and redo it, but it should be okay. So here we go. We're going to do this side now. Roll it all the way down and get it in that groove. Get our groove on. And then once we get to the bottom, of course, we trim it and push her in. All right, so we had some waviness in it. So we came to the right side. We pulled the spleen out by pulling on the screen itself, and then made it a little bit more taut. We pulled it a little bit tighter, and now we're pushing the spleen back in. And it's already cut, so it'll just go right down in there. And as you're doing it, you just got to kind of give a little feel to the screen itself, and just to get an idea if you have a nice taut. There you go. See, it's nice and taut now. And now we can trim it. See, feel it? You don't want any bumps or waves in it. You want it to be tight like a tiger. All right, so once you've got the screen in and it's nice and tight, then you're going to take your utility knife and you're just going to go around the edges and trim all of the excess off of the frame. So when you're trimming this excess screen, you want to set your blade just on the inside of the channel, but you don't want to cut your spline or your insert that's in there. So you've got to be very careful, and you just want to be patient and slowly move that blade down that track right next to that and cut that excess so it's nice and clean. You see how that's right there? Nice and clean. So before you start to cut it, make sure you've got a brand new super sharp blade, because you don't want a dull knife to do this. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. And that is how you screen in a 5 by 8 foot section of patio. Bam, done. Looks fantastic. All right, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos where we do stuff we've never done before, but we do it anyway, and you can too.